Good morning. I'm Christy Duffy for SmarTrend News. Today is Tuesday, August 10th, and this is your opening bell market update. U.S. stock futures are trading lower today as investors remain cautious ahead of the Federal Reserve's meeting and after China's economy showed signs of slowing down. Investors will closely watch the statement the Fed puts out at the conclusion of the FOMC meeting to gauge the committee's view of the recovery. Chairman Ben Bernanke commented a few weeks ago that the recovery's pace was unusually uncertain, which increased investors' concerns. Overseas, the markets fell after Chinese trade figures showed a steep slowdown in the growth rate of imports. Economic reports due out today include productivity growth and wholesale inventories and sales. The Labor Department is expected to say that productivity growth slowed in the second quarter to an annual pace of 0.2%. Wholesale inventories were expected to have risen by 0.4% in June, down from 0.5% in May, and sales are predicted to rise 0.5% during the month, up from a drop of 0.33% in May. In corporate news, Credit Suisse downgraded Royal Bank of Scotland today on neutral from outperform after the broker reviewed first-half results from the bank sector in the United Kingdom. The Scotts Miracle-Gro Company reported its earnings results this morning before the opening bell. The company's third-quarter EPS was reported at $2.65, beating the street estimate of $2.45. Revenues in the quarter came in at $1.24 billion. Also beating the street estimate for $1.23 billion. Taking a look at market futures this morning, the Dow Jones Industrial Average futures trading 70 points below fair value. The S&P 500 futures are trading almost 8 points below fair value, and the Nasdaq Composite trading 11.25 points below fair value. Now for more perspective on what's happening in the markets today, let's turn it to Andy Zamfotis from Lagard Capital. Good morning, Andy.
Morning. Well, yesterday the market traded higher, but it was on extremely low volume. It was actually the lowest volume day since New Year's Eve. A lot of that's because a lot of investors are in a wait-and-see mode to see what the FOMC is going to say in its statement, which will be out later this afternoon. Dow futures are lower by about 60 points ahead of that news. There's some concern out there that the Fed may look to downgrade the economy, and with that they may express some concerns and they say that there may be some downside risk with respect to their outlook. Also, investors are looking to see if there'll be any talk of new quantitative easing measures, possibly reinvesting some mortgage proceeds into new securities such as treasuries. The two-year note is yielding right now at 0.52%. That is a little bit lower, but it is above the level of last week when it dipped below 0.5% for the first time. Europe's also trading lower by about 0.75%, and the euro is actually down to about 131 right now. After the bell today, analysts are looking for 58 cents out of Disney, so that'll be the big earnings event of the day. That's up from 52 cents in the year-ago period. Expectations might be a little bit higher. There is some good news out of News Corp and Time Warner, other media companies, several weeks ago. So we'll be looking to see if Disney can kind of keep up there. You know, yesterday we talked about the S&P trading between this range of the 200-day moving average of 1115 and the June high of 1131. Those are still two key pivot levels to watch. Look for either a breakdown or breakout above those levels to try to determine what the next leg of the market could be.
Andy, thank you so much. I'm Christy Duffy for SmarTrend News. More news and market analysis throughout the day. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's Trade the Trend. Also visit our website, tradethetrend.com, for more headlines.